opportunity to say a few words, just a short, brief speech today.
I wasn't quite sure what anybody wanted to hear, so I just said to give you a little insight into how it was for us. First of all, I want to thank God and His never-ending guidance, mercy, and love. When Sarah Mindering, my old life manager, social worker, called me last Tuesday and told me that I had been asked to speak, my first thought was, wow, what an honor. And then about a millisecond later, my thought was, oh, bleep, what am I going to say? How am I going to find the right words to convey effectively my thoughts and emotions? 2 years, 1 month, and 14 days ago, I would have never dreamed that I would be the person you now see standing before you. A grateful recovering addict who's been blessed with a second chance at a first-class life. When I was in jail, my then boyfriend, now husband, was already in DDTC Corp in the program. He would visit me and tell me that when I got out, that I too should apply and volunteer to get into Judge Sarah's court. So that's exactly what I did. Because David already been doing everything required by the court, it made everything so much easier for me. He already knew where we had to go to test and what buses it took to get wherever we needed to go and so much more. He really led the way for me. The biggest selling point of DDTC for me was that, I'm sorry. Okay. The biggest selling point of DDTC for me was that if I did what the judge said, there was a 90% or so chance of me getting Bronte back. I knew that I would do whatever it took, no matter what, to get her back because I couldn't live with myself if I didn't. I had told Judge Lucero in court one time that I would chew off my right arm if that's what she told me I needed to do in order to get my daughter back. And Judge Lucero said, well, we hear that a lot. There was one difference, however. I truly would have.
It's okay.
I'm almost done. I was nothing before I had my children. That's truly how I felt about myself, that I was absolutely nothing. Love you too, Bronte. However, once I had children, I realized that I was something. I was a mother. I was their mother. God blessed me with 4 of the most amazing human beings as children. He truly did. And I was going to do anything and everything that was required of me. And I was going to do it with all I had, like my life depended upon it, because it truly did. So once I was accepted into DDTC, we were assigned a social worker, and we were blessed with the best. One that always was available to us and very supportive of us, but one who also wasn't afraid to jam us if ever the need should arise. Sarah Mindering. She always answered the phone and when she wasn't in her office, she would check her messages often and she would call us back from her cell. We would often hear other DDTC clients complaining about their social workers and we couldn't understand why. All they had to do was what they were told. To me, it wasn't that hard. Anyway, I gave Sarah the nickname my life manager because she truly helped me get a hold of my life. I was told that I would have to go to 3 NA or AA meetings per week, go to outpatient, family therapy, visitation with Bronte at Clover House 2 times a week, individual therapy, and see a psychiatrist, and family night as part of my case plan. And you know, that sounds like a lot, and it was a little overwhelming at first, but the DDTC team took care of all the details. They got me a bed in a THU, and all my food and hygiene was provided for me, and they gave me a bus pass. All so I could stay focused on doing what I needed to do. I just had to keep track of when my appointments were and then show up on time. How hard is that, right? I soon realized that all these appointments weren't just hoops to please the court, that they were what I needed to help me heal so I could deal with the wreckage of my past. So let's get this straight, okay? Let's get this straight. a 40-year-old drug addict, that's me, gets her daughter taken away, and the same court that has jurisdiction over her decides that I am worth giving a second chance to. How does that happen? Really? How do I deserve that? Well, Judge Acero's pretty smart lady, and she decided that that's what she would do. So then she let me know that I was worth giving a chance to, right? To better myself. Okay. And not only that, they give me the ways and means to do it. They tell me, okay, Dana, you need to go to outpatient. Well, Judge, this is the one you're going to. You're going to Central Treatment Outpatient. Oh, okay. Don't worry. Here's how you get there, and here's the bus stop and whatever. All I had to do was follow direction and take suggestion, and that was, and it's unbelievable, right? Who does this happen to, really? Did I deserve it? Well, they thought I did. My daughter and my other children were worth it as well. So I did everything that was required of me, and I was grateful to do so. And when we went from supervised visitation to unsupervised and to overnights. Dave got Bronte back on February 3rd, 2010. And I then was reunited with her on April 14th of 2010. If this was the end of our journey, that's it. That would be amazing. But it wasn't. Our time was almost up at our THU, and then we heard about this housing program called VOW. 100 vouchers to be given to people in the DDTC and Family Wellness Courts. Well, by the grace of God and my newly found assertiveness and a very patient Sarah, we applied for and were given one of those vouchers. We have a 3-bedroom house in South San Jose, and my youngest son Joey came back from Oregon to live with us. We graduated DDTC. Our case was closed with EFCS, and just when we thought there were no other gifts or achievements to be earned, here we are. Amazed and honored. The lessons we have learned and the knowledge we have gained, we take and utilize for our family's future. No longer living in the past, but never forgetting it. Thank you.
Feel-good day, isn't it? The second nominator is social worker Sarah Minderin.
So following Dana's speech, that's a tough act to follow. But what can I say? I just remembering back from when I first got to know you guys, when Dave was in Dependency Drug Treatment Court and Dana was still incarcerated, I remember sitting in drug court and County Counsel Terry Robinson leaned over when Dave was speaking and said this case really needs to go into the drug court unit. There were some struggles and challenges and some things that needed specific attention. And I ended up taking their case, and I remember thinking, gosh, this is going to be so, like, they're going to be challenging for me. Just from the way it sounds. But oh my gosh, what the surprise you were. I've never met a family that have been so able to make lemonade out of lemons. Everything, every little bump in the road, you have always figured out a way to turn it into a learning experience, or even when you didn't like some things that people had to say, it took time to reflect and really realize where that information is coming from. You're just one of the very few families that I have worked with that have just been so positive, taken every piece of advice, I've never seen more positive people ever. I'm so happy that things have worked out for you guys, and you have your house and your kids and Bronte, and I want to say thank you to Dave's parents, Kathy and Greg, for taking Bronte and taking care of her when her parents couldn't. And I'm so happy that you guys all have your life back. Thank you.
Fishing.
I just have something really quick to say. Just a few thank yous. Dan, I would like to first thank God, our children, Bronte, Joseph, Crystal, and Joey for never giving up on us. Judge Sarah and her team, Sarah Manduring for all their hard work and guidance. My parents for taking care of Bronte and giving us a chance to get our stuff together. Dana's parents for taking care of Joseph, Crystal, and Joshua, and to all of the parents that foster children, thank you very much. Give us a chance to get our stuff together. Grace Kodama, Bronte's therapist, who went above and beyond to help Bronte and our family, the entire family, learn how to be better people. Maria, Leo, and Julia from the mentor program, who helped us navigate our way through the process and always be there, if for nothing more than just to vent to. NA and AA, Steve Ashley, my sister Jen and Chris, who never gave up on us. Dana's sister Tracy, who is now following the same path that we followed because it works. This will help complete our family. Ricky, March, Tom, and Beth are sponsors who help keep us on our path. The FUP program, the Dental Association, and of course, the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors, and finally, my best friend, my wife, who has always stood by me and never willing to give up on our family or herself. Thank you. God bless you all.
We love you, Dana.
Thank you, and next we'll have mentor parent Kimberly Sanchez.
I'm gonna cry again though. Hi! We love you! I can't do it, I'm gonna cry.
Shut up, we cried all day long. Thanks.
Congratulations. Okay, stop it.
Turn around. What? What was that?
I said only mom's allowed to call me Lamar.
You're such a weenie. Go ahead and talk.
I'm happy today. So I don't get in trouble when I go home.
So go ahead and talk to her.
Congratulations, and you made us all cry today.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sarah, say something to the camera. Congratulations to her.
Congratulations to you.
Because we love her.